ready? I am sure ready. Welcome to all of you around the world to the Day Trade Masters Trading with DTM right here on bitcointaf.com with myself, Nico, analyst and trainer with the Ultimate Trading Course, analyst at Day Trade Masters and medium-term trade reports. Welcome to all of you all around the world. Chat channel is open on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. And we are ready to take it further this week with rolling some punches with some time frames, looking at some tips and tricks with time frames and seeing how we can apply it in our day trade setups. So welcome all to you from around the world. I am here in the Day Trade Master studio on air, and yes, lots planned for today. So on with the program. Looking at some slides today, looking at what we're going to learn regarding time frames. And then we also have that little special each week of the pattern of the week. And I got a really nice one for you this week that we're going to look at too. So first of all, a little bit more of a word from our sponsors. So quickly let me jump in here with, I want to make sure I'm sharing the right one. With Google. Let's go with Google. Check out bitcointaf.com. Now, bitcointaf.com. There we got the main channel, bitcointaf.com. You can put it in there. If you do not have a subscription yet to bitcointaf.com, please come up here to our sign up. You can sign up for a free account, and you get some great freebies. They got some nice free products that you can look at, some nice videos, some free training that we provide as well, and everything we have in our product list here is represented in that first free product that you receive. So please have a look at that, sign up. If you're already a member, log in, that's always good, and then go to all products. So if you go into all products, you'll see we have the whole plethora of, oh, look at this, get 5% discount. The one-time discount code will be sent directly email. This is awesome. So if you are first timer, you get a 5% discount on each of these products that is listed here. So that's very cool. So take advantage of that. So you'll also see on the top here, we've got a live Holland's course, a financial course that is on its way on the 25th of July. That's for all the new people. If you're only starting to trade, something to look at. Then we have all our products here, but what I want to focus on especially is Day Trade Masters as well as MTT, and also the course that we provide here. Now, I did say I'm a trainer at the Ultimate Trading Course, so I'm just going to go quickly show everyone where that is. So if you go to products here, you can see there's courses. Click on courses, and if you go over here, you'll see the Ultimate Trading Course. Now remember, everything I'm showing you every week here on Day Trade Masters and how to trade, we dive deep into an Ultimate Trading Course, what we cover regarding everything technical analysis, like everything trend lines and how to pull Fibonacci's and all the technical analysis stuff, as well as that awesome indicator that I use, the detonator indicator that we use at Day Trade Master. So this is definitely the course you have to look at. If you're still very new in the trading space, definitely have a look also at the foundational course, where they start teaching you the basics of everything. So I'm not going to delve so much deep into basics today. I'm going to look at how we can apply time frames more on a day to medium to long-term trading space. Also, one other thing I want to show you here too is the ultimate chart patterns. Now remember, the ultimate chart patterns, we have our pattern of the week. This ultimate chart patterns book has everything you need. That shows you candlestick patterns. It shows you chariot trading patterns, show you wake off. It shows you also Elliott wave and all those beautiful great things you can have. And this is a very interactive book that you can use. There's definitely an update coming as well a couple of times a year. So have a look at this book. It's really a very nice trading companion. But let's go back to all products, and I'll definitely want to dive into Day Trade Masters here especially. And Day Trade Masters is Day Trade setups, the Day Trade Masters that we give you in a Signals channel on Telegram. So on Telegram, you go to the Signals channel and you will have everything there. And also for all the newbies here, if you have not don't have this product yet, you haven't done the trading yet, we also on Telegram have a public channel, the Day Trade Masters public channel. Go dive into that. We have each week a new trade setup that we posted, a free trade setup that you can get your feet wet, dip your toes in the water and see how you are doing in the day trading field is definitely going to look at. And also just a reminder, you will see the medium-term trade reports are complementary to Day Trade Master signals now for a limited time. So yes, you get your medium-term trade product with your Day Trade Masters product combined. So you have the power of both. You have Day Trade Masters and medium-term trade reports in one product. Now you can also go and subscribe to medium-term trade reports by itself. Is this one here, cryptocurrency medium-term trade reports. If you click in there, this is where we are more medium-term. We give you medium-term reports with charts in there, very great altcoin charts that we provide there, and you will have that each week to your disposal and to make informed decisions regarding your strategy of what you are trading. But let's get back in with the Zoom view, and what we will definitely talk about today is the magical world of timeframes. Now, like I said, we're not going to dive into basics of timeframes. I do assume that you know a little bit of timeframes already, especially after doing, say, the foundational course. What we're going to do now is look a little bit further into how we can apply timeframes into day trading, into medium trading, and how we can play different timeframes against each other, how we can use them. I see some people are leaving some comments here in the YouTube channel. I'll keep my eye on the chat channel. Thank you so much, Louise. The book looks amazing. Is the book a separate price or is it included? No, the book's not included in Day Trade Masters or MTT as a separate project, but it's really at such a good price. It's a great companion that you can just add to your subscriptions and take advantage of that. So yes, definitely a separate product. I'm going to go over to a slide view quickly and let's look at what we're going to talk about today. Time frames. So Day Trade Masters time frames. There's like 4 very important sentences here or points that I want to highlight regarding time frames, especially when you bring it in conjunction with day trading, medium-term trading, and long-term trading. Now remember, day trading is more 4 hour, I would say 2 to 4 hour to 6 hour, where medium term would be more, say 12 or 8 hour to 12 hour, and then long term trading more, say 3-day weekly time frames. So I want to play those against each other and see how we can reach a point of getting good results from using, say, the right time frame as well as looking at 2 time frames. I don't know if anyone ever saw this or realized that we can actually use 2 time frames at once. One to kind of surveil, to see out of a zoomed out view. Think about binoculars. You are zoomed out, you look at the Serengeti, then you use binoculars to focus in on, say, the leopards and the lions and everything running around there. But then you take away the binoculars and you still see the mountains and everything around it. So this is what I want to bring and want to show you today. So choosing the right time frame can make or break your trades. Whatever your day trading crypto or holding for weeks. Very, very true. This can make or break it. So this is very important that you understand how to play time frames with each other and how they can work in conjunction with each other. Your time frame determines your trade horizon, shorter for day trades, longer for medium term. And on, say, example, this is just an example, on, say, the 12-hour chart on Bitcoin, it's an uptrend. But on the 2-hour chart, we see a pullback to support. Now, that is perfect for, say, a day trade entry or strategy. And I'll show everyone now on a live chart of how that works. Then also, for day medium-term trading, your higher time frame sets the direction. Yes, that zoomed out view, remember, looking at the full picture. Your higher time frame sets the direction and your lower time frame refines your entry to maximize profit in hours. So you will definitely get a feel of looking at more zoomed out view of what the overall trend's doing. Remember the candles that's moving on the chart. We'll look at that now, how that is and how that feels. And then how we're going to use a lower time frame to just refine entries and look at entries on that lower time frame. So without further ado, let's jump into trading view quickly. Let's see, there's quickly a question here. Will the time frames overlap each other? Not really. They show us more indications, say, on a zoomed out view, give us an idea what's happening. what's going on in the full operation of things, and then we zoom in to go place our trade. So there's no really overlapping. It's more aiding each other. It's actually giving us more information, more intelligence. I know these people, you think of spy movies and you think of these intelligence, they're moving around, they provide you that very, very important intelligence before you complete the mission. Like you can see this guy sitting here as well in front of his computer. He's definitely planning things. Oh, thanks, Louise, for the super chat of 9 Rand. Thanks so much. Almost 10 Rand. Yeah, thanks so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And yes, everyone here, please go down if you would like. We're going to do this every week. The DTM onboarding, the DTM trading with DTM. Please like and subscribe below. There's a like and subscribe button. Subscribe to us. And also the little bell. You can just choose the little bell and it will give you a notification of when we're going live again. But yes, there is also super chat options. Thanks for the super chat there, Louise. Really, really appreciate it. I wish I had a little bell here that I can ring. But thank you for that. I'll get one day. That's a good idea. I'll still get to that. So let's quickly jump into TradingView. Now, TradingView, let me just open it this side of mine. TradingView, if you look at Aave, I just chose Aave. Aave is a great coin. But just to bring the idea home of what zooming in and out is. Now remember, all the basics of time frame analysis will be provided in the foundational course. We will, in UTC or the Ultimate Trading course, we dive much, much deeper into these principles and see how we can use these type of time frames here on top to plan out a trade, how to go and, like I said in that slideshow, how to plan out and where to go execute your day trade. But first of all, let's quickly check out just this main concept that we need to know. I have the trend here. Remember the trend, when I talk about the trend, is simply this, what the candles is doing. You have your time at the bottom, you have your price on the right hand side, and it is then basically plotted on a background with candles. And that's what we call candles, because they look like candles. Now each candle represents obviously what time frame it currently is on. So we each say 7 day, and we learn that more in foundational courses, but each candle represents the time frame you're on. So each candle here is obviously 7 days long. So I've got the 7 days, which is a week, 7 days long. I want to bring just some clarity here. So I'm just going to take a horizontal or a vertical line, 2 vertical lines, and draw them here. Now you can go and do it here on the sideways, this little tool palette here, and you will see there underneath trend line tools, you'll find a vertical line, that one there. Now it actually pulls a line all over the show. So from the very, very bottom to the very, very top. You can choose it there, or you can use Alt-V. I'm kind of used to more keyboard shortcuts, but I'll use that. So let's go draw one here at the end of the trend, right there. And I'm going to go a little bit up here to say this higher low here. So it went up a little bit, but it's not as high it's been in the past, so that's why we call it a higher low. So I'll just pull another one here. I'm just going to draw another one right there. Now let's just switch off the magnet, otherwise it gets very, very strict of where you're going to draw it. Now this gives you an idea. If I just use my little ruler tool here, I also have another tool. Let's go search it here. Now I've got a menu. You can see my little menu that I've my favorites menu that I've now done over a couple of years. You can do the same by, if you want a tool palette like this or a favorite palette, you just go here back to your tool palette, and you will see if you go to any tool, you click on it, there's a little star sign. Now if you star or highlight that tool, it will be added to your favorites tool palette. It's just quite a quick way to grasp the tool you need. But which one, I'm just going to put it here so everyone can see. I'm just going to grab this one here. This is a date range tool. Now if you click on that, what's nice is if you click on that, you can exactly see where it opens here. So this is a forecasting and measurements tool. So if you click on that forecasting measurements tool, you get all your forecasting and measurements tools right here. But let's choose the date range and let's pull it from the one, say that one line to the other line. That's about, what's that? 233 days. Now on a 7 day, this is what 233 days look like. Now I'm just gonna put that there at the back bottom again. Now what I want you to realize, what I mean by the binocular view, if you're going to a lower time frame now, it's going to zoom in on this area here that we just this area. In other words, this trend line that moved in between these lines. So I want to show you the difference. This is 7 days. If we now say you're going to jump to a 12-hour, look what happens. Now there's quite a lot more detail going on between the two trend lines, meaning that little space we had on 7-day is now a massive more amount of info and candles on the 12-hour, because each candle is 12 hours long. It gives us this ability then to have a lot more detail, a lot more data going on here on the trend line, which is great because it gives us quite a nice opportunity now to move around and see, okay, once at this point, what did the trend do here? What did the trend do here? The trend basically reached this bottom here. So what's this about? That was the 8th of April. It started moving, started moving on an upwards movement on the 12-hour right there, which gives us quite a nice idea of, okay, let's go see if I draw another line here on that 8th of April. Let's draw another vertical line there, HV, or you can go choose it there on the left-hand side. Now I've got it there. Let's go see what it showed us, say on the 7-day. So I'm going to jump back to the 7-day. Now the 7-day showed us exactly, in a lot less candles, the same thing. It showed us, oh wow, on the 7th of April, right here at the bottom, right here, it started turning around and started moving up like that. Now what's very cool, very cool is if we now start using our indicator. So remember in UTC, the Ultimate Trading course, we use the detonator. So if I bring the detonator on, what's now very cool is if you looked at the 7-day, and remember we're going to work in this into reverse now. On the 7-day, it reached that bottom. It shows us exactly, wow, look here, green dot. Detonator C exactly showed us a crossing right there. And let's switch on detonator A. And you can see detonator A. Let me just go and switch on the right pivot point. It's on auto, is right. So on detonator A, it shows us right here at that spike that we are moving about these levels here, which gave us full confidence that things are happening and we are getting to a bottom and moving in an upwards movement. So the detonator is an awesome indicator we use in an Ultimate Trading course. You get it through the Ultimate Trading course. We supply it there for free. It's not an indicator you pay for. We supply it for free, and that's part of the Ultimate Trading course. And we use this detonator exclusively in in the day trade masters and in medium-term trades and long-term trades too. So, but let's get back to what we are talking about, smashing the time frame. So time frame smashing right here. 7 days showed us a bottom here and moved up right here. Now we can go, say, on the 12-hour or even 4-hour. Let's go 4-hour. We're even going to zoom out in more now. Even zoom in more now. Now I'm going to go to where that 12th of April, or say the 8th of April was. And can you see the amount of times we had, say, a bottom and a top? Bottom and a top. Bottom and a top. And so we can go on and on. Now, even just in this upwards move, it did go down a bit here, but then again a bottom, top, bottom, top. And so you can go on. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 day trades that you could have done on a 4-hour time frame within, if you go to 7 hours, or just to 7 days again, that you could have done in this time frame. This time frame. So just in this time frame here, on the 4-hour time frame, you could have executed 8 day trades. There's some good, decent profit. Let's go back to the 4-hour and go check it out. Go to 4 hours and see what we could have done right here. Where should we have traded this? So where's my little measurement tool? Now we got a price range tool too. Right here, if you go here to forecasting measurements tools and you go to price range, you can use the price range tool too and just go click here and pull it up. That was like a 30% there. Very nice trade. Let's do another one. Say from there to there. That's it, 23%. So 30, 23, you can go and accumulate all of this. The probability of what you could have done in this day trade fashion in this time frame of 4 hour, there's another 33%. So it gives you an idea of how we work this in the day trade masters section. I'm just gonna delete all these brush tools, otherwise they're gonna get very busy here. And yes, what I'm doing here is I'm using a feature in TradingView that we teach in Ultimate Trading course how to use very, very well. How you can keep the room clean, as to speak, regarding your trends, because you don't want to mess them, you don't want to have them too dirty, have too many lines as well. So what we'll still discuss in future, I'm just going to go back to 7-day. What I'm going to discuss in future is how we can also, on a higher time frame, for instance, and we teach this very in-depthly with the Ultimate Trading course, is how we're going to use trend lines to basically use them for support resistance. Oops, what did I do now? Something happened there now. That was wrong. Wrong button. It happens. Oh, my H button just went in. Sorry about that. Let's use another trend line here. I'm going to use, just push one there. That happens if you press the keyboard too hard. But yeah, if you look at the 7-day now again, and we say go again to the 4 hour, now we got basically support resistance levels we can look at that we can trade. So support resistance levels, say, from one support resistance to the next, one support resistance to the next. But here is a caution regarding this. There is a lot of ways and means to draw support resistance lines when it comes to time frame confluence. And there's a lot of these ways and means, again, we teach you in the Ultimate Trading course. We go really deep with this. We show you exactly some great techniques of using a couple of methods to draw very specific support resistance lines, where to draw them, zones of it. We're looking at supply zones, demand zones, all of those beautiful things, together with Fibonacci, together with ray lines. So if we have all of those nice, beautiful analysis tools to estimate where we can get in, get out. But then again, with these levels that we use, we also then use again the detonator to show us exactly where are we in the market. I cannot look at the market without this tool. I cannot look at the market and say, oh, suck it out of my thumb, let's get in here. There's no such thing. We need to use all we have. And my students on the Ultimate Trading course get so tired when I tell them, confluence is the key. Confluence is the key. You must have a lot of things that work together to get to the end result. I come from a crime scene background. If you think about CSI, if you ever watch CSI on TV, where they use fingerprints, they use photos, they use plan drawing, they use forensic collection, get all the evidence together to get the culprit. Now, same with trading. Precisely the same thing we're going to do here. We're going to have a lot of tools we use to get to the end result, which is get profit out of a bottom to a top trade, what we call also a long trade. So, but what I want to bring back to you today is with time frames, looking at a higher time frame, what it is doing gives you an idea. Okay, we are definitely in an upwards movement, or wait, we are definitely in a downwards movement. Now we should go to a lower time frame and go and execute our trades on a lower time frame. There's a couple of time frames that we teach everyone on medium term day trading as well as long term trading, which is much better than, say, another type of. So for instance, there's a much better time frame than a daily time frame. There's a much better time frame than, say, a 1 hour time frame. And this is basically what we've learned over a long time of which time frames we're going to look at to get the best trades. But that's, like I said, we teach you in all the courses. But so as long as you understand that when we trade, we have to first look at what's going on in a higher time frame before we can go to a lower time frame, say for the 8 hour, and go and execute and plan our trades right here. So that's basically it for the time frame smashing on today's call. But I hope you found some value in that. And let's just jump here into YouTube, because I got a feeling there's a couple of questions here. Oh, thank you, Marcus. Welcome, Marcus. Glad to see you here. So, Marcus is asking, is there a rule of thumb about how long it will take a trade to play out per time frame? No, there's no rule of thumb. Each coin is different. You must remember, each coin is different. the time frame is not so important. It's more of what the candle is doing, where the candle is heading, and what position the candle is, and what bottom position is, where we can get in and where you can get out. And this is where I totally rely again on our detonator, on the indicators that we provide at Bitcoin, as well as Maurice Landman's algorithm. He shows also very nicely at what position we're currently at to get at a certain time frame, what we need to do at that certain time frame. So there's no really a rule of thumb. Each coin, I take each coin on its own. I take each coin according to its project. I look at what the project is. I do some holistic analysis, but I also look at definitely what the indicator is telling me, as well as the analysis. So analysis that you have, that you teach in the Ultimate Trading course, those analysis points will help you find the confluence of, say, where this must be, what this must be at. Louise, can you buy the detonator separately? No, we do not sell the detonator separately. The detonator is free. Remember, it's a free indicator that you get with the Ultimate Trading course subscription. As long as you have that Ultimate Trading course subscription, you'll have access to the indicator. Very good question. Get that question quite a lot. And then this is probably a dumb question. How do you know what? There's no dumb questions here. Guys, there's no dumb questions on Day Trade Masters right here on YouTube with us in the public eye. There's no dumb questions. All questions is good questions. I also learn from these questions. I really do. I'm a student for life, for sure. So this is how do you know what time frame you should trade in, 4 or 7 hours? That's what we teach you in the Ultimate Trading course. We have Marcus, coming back to your question, we have a rule of thumb of which time frames. There's certain time frames that's better for me, that I found over lots of years of trading. What works better? Which 2 time frames works better? That time frame, that time frame, or that time frame, that time frame. Remember, there's different types of portfolios. There's different trading type of strategies. We have a hold the knots or scalping strategy that Wendy Landman and the team teach us. Then we have a day trading medium-term strategy that we use in DTM, MTT. Then we have a long-term strategy that we use in long-term trading that Maurice Landman's doing. So there's different strategies, different portfolios that you will also have where you learn. So in each of those strategies that we teach, you will have definitely the time range you need to use to the best of your advantage. And they change. And right in this year, it changed again. I was on one time frame, then I realized, but okay, the market's shifting a bit. This time frame is better now. So that changes too. Great questions today. Great questions and great attendance here. I love it. I just love it. Let's quickly jump into our time. That's that time of the week. That time of the week. The pattern of the week. Let me jump into the pattern of the week. Now, the Ultimate Chart Pattern booklet, I did show everyone the Ultimate Chart Patterns is a book we have here on bitcoin.com. Great companion that you have, but also remember, we teach you chart patterns in the Ultimate Trading course as part of our, I believe Module 2 is a big chapter regarding that. So the pattern of the week, what I want to look at this week, and this is our little cheat sheet that we use in Ultimate Trading course, is reversal patterns. Looking at reversal patterns. Remember, you get a bullish reversal, you get also a bearish reversal. Now, what I'm going to look at is double tops and bottoms this week. We got a double top that looks like this. You got a double bottom that kind of looks like this. It looks almost like a broken M, or almost look like a band type of signature. That's like a metal band or something. But yeah, very, very cool. What it works like out, or how it works is, you get a trend that's going to move in like this. It's going to have 2 tops. One there. You're going to have a neckline. I'm going to show this now on TradingView too. And you get a double bottom. That's the same, but it's just the opposite. It's going to go down, have a neckline up here, go down again with 2 double bottoms, and then go up like this. Now, there are 2 major differences between this. It's the opposite. With a double top, it is a bearish reversal because we're going down. In a double bottom, it is a bullish reversal because after this formation, it goes up. But let's apply that in practice. Let's quickly jump into TradingView again. And go to, I have AKT here. I'm just going to just close that. I've got AKT. Now, AKT showed me 2 nice examples regarding this. Now, remember, if we go back here to our pattern, let's do the double top first. So you see this type of formation doing that. And let's jump into TradingView. Let's do a double top. Now exactly right here. Right here. Where is my square? Oh, let's use the right here. You can see a formation like that. Looks like a M. Looks like a M. And this actually played out very nicely. It's a nice example. And I'm on a 7 days here again. But what it means is if we draw a line like this, like a horizontal line like there, we draw another horizontal line. Well, let's use trend lines. We learned last week how to use trend lines. Let's apply what we learned. Let's go to trend lines here. Use a trend line. Remember, the trend line again is one that you click. It goes to the next point, click again, and you can then manipulate this. So let's use this trend line and put one right here at the top. You can see there was definitely 2 touches. There was one there, one there. Let's take another one. And this is the neckline. We call this the neckline, right here at the bottom, like so. Right. Now, what's the principle of work? Now, let's use our brush tool. The trend comes up, it comes and hits one top, comes down, forms a lower low, comes up again, almost in the same line as the second one, and then comes down. Now, what usually happens is what exactly happened here. It will break down with this neckline and go down. So you know, say the trend is right here. At this point here, let's just draw a vertical line right there. If the trend line is, say, at this position, it needs to still, and you know it's highly, highly likely that, oops, let me just get this candle here. So highly, highly likely that right here, we will break through that neckline, which it did right there. So it is then considered a bearish reversal. It won't go up again. It will most likely break down. So you know, if you say shortening the market here, you have another level that you can go and determine here of where you will go to. So that piece there can give you quite a nice little trade of, say, 40% right there, shortening of the market. Now, you got also the ability to reverse this. So let's go back here to our pattern slide. And you look here at the opposite, it's just a double bottom. Now the double bottom right here is just the opposite, but in this case, it will go up. So let's go back to trading here. Now let's go apply this again, but now we're going to look here. Look what's kind of happening right here on this. Gives us a nice example. So let's go and take again the trend line here. Put the one right here and put the neckline right here. So what's down the opposite is this comes down, hits the bottom, goes up, hits the second bottom, and most likely will then break this trend line and go up. So now you can go and estimate and say, okay, that was the higher low there. Pull a line there. And most likely we can look at a trend trade right there of 126%. But remember, this is now over a long-term view. This is a 7-day view. Time frames, this is long. Each candle is 7 days long. This can take quite a while to reach this point. It won't just shoot up. That's another mistake, conception I see that a lot of people in trading think, is that a trend will just do this. It will just come and boom. Now, don't get me wrong. We've seen that happen in the past with some very strange and bullish coins, but highly unlikely it will still do this. Break, support, and move on like this before it goes there. So that's how it usually works with a trend movement. But this is what a double bottom is. It's just a bullish reversal, meaning it's going to go upwards. Bullish reversal. Bulls go up the stairs, bears jumps out the window, like Corey Gardner says, my partner there in Day Trade Masters and MTT. Definitely a bulls take the stairs, bears jump out the window. So just want to go into that. That's just an explanation of the double tops and double bottoms that you can get in the trading space. Very easy to understand. It forms part of that booklet that we also have, and that book, Ultimate Trade Patterns. Check it out. But that is then it for the pattern of the week. Right. Let's quickly jump into YouTube here again. See if you have any questions. No questions. So everyone's very, very happy. I like the attendance. Thanks so much for everyone's joining us here today. If there's any questions, please feel free to ask here in the chat channel. Top chat, I really appreciate that super chat from Louise. Thanks, Louise. And for sure, please hit the like and subscribe button below. And also the little chime bell. If you want to know when we are live again, we do that. And maybe I must just quickly show this. Everyone can understand. Let me just jump in here to my Google page again. Oops, let me quickly go. Where is it? Now, here's it. Okay, so what I want to do quickly is just go to YouTube. Just show everyone. If you go to Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, right here. But this is not a career, sorry, not that one. YouTube, Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, there we go. You jump in there. You can see we're live with this one now. But if you go here, you will see all our videos here in Bitcoin Trend and Forecast on YouTube. A lot of videos here that you can go watch. This was when we were in the conference in Las Vegas, update of what we did there. The live AMA for our Bitcoin TAF token. Lots of interviews, say with Marius, with Wendy Landman and the team. Lots of cool, really cool subjects here. We've got playlists too. If you go to playlist, you'll definitely see also playlists. We got the trading with Day Trade Masters. So this segment I'm doing each week will be underneath here. So go play them all. I've got them listed as 1, 2, and you will get everything there. Welcome to beta. We'll get into that shortly, but you will see there's also a DeFi course, ultimate trading course. So there's a lot of playlists that you can go check it out. And then of course live. You will find upcoming live shows all year. We've got with Keith Phantom. Keith's doing our onboarding call on each Friday and Monday, doing some great and showing what is there in bitcointaf.com. So we've got a lot of live upcoming shows. So this one is going to be permanent on Tuesday too. She will catch me on the next one too. Next week is still a surprise. I'll still see what we're going to talk about next. But yes, go and like and subscribe our page here. And you will be notified when we live again, which will be this Friday. I'll be on with Keith this Friday, doing some onboarding and looking at all the products for bitcointaf.com. But yes, go check out Day Trade Masters. We have a public channel on Telegram. Go search for it. It is Bitcoin TAF Day Trade Masters public channel. We post a free setup each week there that Corey posts there, and we have a lot of videos as well as free training on there that you can check it out. Other than that, please check out the Day Trade Masters the product that we have on bitcointaf.com. You also receive the MTT reports with it for now for a limited time, so people are really getting a lot of advantage and a lot of trades and good charts out of there. So whatever your time frame is, if you say whatever you're on, day trading time frames or medium term, long term, we are there, and we've got the assistance to give you there. Also have webinars each week. We got a webinar each Wednesday for for Day Trade Masters. We then have Corey's DeFi course, and let me just jump in there quickly to just show everyone as well about Corey's DeFi course. Let me just go back to my view here, and let's go to products. We go to courses. And let's go here to the Ultimate DeFi course. So you'll see the Ultimate DeFi course is Corey's course. He does great there. He shows you the DeFi space. He teaches you a lot of projects, how the projects work, how wallets work, how to integrate with each other, all the updates. I believe it's on his 4th or 5th update already since he launched this course. He has constantly have to change it too. So the Ultimate DeFi course also on Wednesday after the Day Trade Masters webinar that we have, and then on Thursdays we have the Ultimate Trading Course webinar too, we have, and where the students just come and show us all their charts. We teach them there, we explain live. There's also, if you come to the Ultimate Trading Course product here, you can see there's also some great testimonials from our students that have done the course as well, and you'll get all the info here that you need. But guys, I think that is it from my side for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I will definitely be on next week again with some more exciting trading tips and tools that you can use in day trading, medium term, long term. Please bring all your questions. If you have any questions regarding anything that we can answer there. And for sure, looking forward to it. I just want to see if there's any more questions. Okay. Thank you, Nico. Oh, awesome. No problem, Marcus. Great to have you here. Louise, thank you for explaining everything in detail and understand manner. It really helps a lot. No problem. Great to assist everyone here, but also great. Bring your friends and family next time. please, it's a public call here on YouTube. I'm here to assist everyone. I want to help everyone just get it down with trading. And it's really not a difficult thing. It's just a thing we applied. We need to learn it as a skill. But once you got it, you have it for life. It's a life skill. And you will use it and you will make insane gains, especially where we are heading with crypto. So thanks so much for everyone joining me here today.